We know there are many choices in internet radio, and the staff and host of LA Talk Live would like to thank you for choosing the internet's hottest destination for the most eclectic sound and invigorating talk. This is LA Talk Live. We are more than just talk.
What's happening, everybody? What's going down? It's your main man, Mr. Brookshire, and this is OMG. It's real talking to you. What's happening, everybody? Okay. So, you already know how I'm going to do, because I do it every single show, because that's just what I do. You know that I always start off everything telling you guys out there and gals, you royal people, that I love you. I love you, and it was not for you. If it was not for you, it would not be here. Did that sound right? I don't know if it sound right, but you know, I'm trying. You know what I'm saying? I got a little acting thing in me. But anyhow, without any further ado, we want to jump straight in. We have a very action-packed show. We have some great things for you. For all of my people that tuned into the last show on the BK Experience, we had the individual band members from the group St. Tone. However, we're going to be bringing in exclusively to you the man behind the mask. Should we say, or the man behind all of the glory, being able to make this happen, the man that has the vision, that has put this in place and been moving this thing forward. So without any further ado, I want to bring him to you, and also want to bring my co-host in, Miss Lasana Smith. How are you?
Being here at the BK.
Start that over one more time.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's always a pleasure being here with Real Talk with Brookshire.
Yes, it's always a pleasure having you in, and definitely having you in. So without any further ado, I'm going to bring both of you in. We have in the house with me, we have Mr. Tony St. Tone. Those claps be coming a little late sometimes.
Well, we get them in.
Yes, we get right. We get them in. We definitely get them in. How are you, sir? What is happening?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm doing really, really good. Thank you for coming on the show. We appreciate you so much for stepping in the house with us. So again, we heard from your band members on the last show. We got a chance to really get a feel. Now, You were sitting back and watching.
Yes.
What is your thoughts that come across your mind when you hear all these people that are in your group that you brung on? Of course, there's a law called the law of the lid. You know, you can't go as high as your leadership. So you're the leader. So you bring all these people in. How does that feel, hearing the stories and hearing what these people have to say about you as their leader and this band?
It was great. I thought everyone did a great job in handling all the questions that you threw at them. you threw some curveballs, and I know that they were like, what is going on? But I thought they did excellent job. I thought they really, and it was really inspiring to hear some. I really felt like I learned some new things today from your questions. Actually, I learned a lot of new things.
Oh, wow. Really?
We'll talk about that later.
Right, we'll talk about that later, guys. Definitely.
No, it was great.
Now, please tell me, I got to understand, how did you get, are you from L.A.?
No, I'm from Connecticut.
So you're from Connecticut.
Tri-state.
Tri-state. Yeah. 25 years you've been dealing with this band. Did it just start, or have you been dealing with the band longer than 25 years?
I've been a musician for about 30 years.
30 years. Tell us how it all started.
Real quick, my sister wanted to play guitar, and she didn't want to go alone. It was a college class, so I went with her. And it literally was one guy teaching like 30 kids.
Oh, wow.
And so I went, and I liked it, and so I wanted to keep going forward.
Huh.
The kicker was I was actually playing trumpet at the time, and I didn't want to play it anymore.
Oh, wow.
So my dad said, I already paid for the trumpet, and you've only played it for 3 months. He goes, if you want to play guitar, you buy it. So I got a paper route.
Oh, I did that.
And I bought a guitar for $35, and I still have it.
Wow.
And that's how I started.
And does your guitar have a name?
That one did not have a name. None of them have names, but all of my new guitars you'll see later all have different logos and things that I've designed on them.
Wow.
So it has a sunburst, one has a lizard, one has an angel.
So you still have your car that you bought when you were how old?
No, this is the guitar.
Oh, guitar. Oh, I thought you said you still had the same car.
No, same guitar.
Okay,
if I bought a car for $35, I don't think I could still have it.
Right, I'm thinking like, could you please tell me what kind of car that was? Okay, I was about to say, we need to find that car. That's a classic. Okay, yeah. So now, where does this passion come from for music? Where did who did someone in your family instill this in you, or where did it start?
No, I'm actually the only one in my family that's a musician.
Oh, wow.
My brother and sister both played like French horn, but they were in a marching band. So it really, Not that that's not music.
Uh-huh.
It just was a different type of music.
I can dig it. Now, let me say this. Okay. Now, everybody, when they're starting something, that's always, okay, let me figure out, how do I find my niche? How do I get my space? Was that a situation for you where you decided to get into this particular niche, or did it just kind of happen? How did this particular uncharted territory, prisons, do you go to nursing homes?
Yes. I
Nursing homes. How did this happen? Where did the vision come from?
Probably about 13 years ago, I was actually, David, who we had talked to earlier, had told me about a book called Conversations with God.
Oh.
Dan Welsh?
Neil Donald Walsh.
Neil Donald Walsh, yes.
Yeah.
And at the time that he told me about it, I wasn't really familiar with it, and I wasn't ready to really connect with it.
Right.
3 years later, I'm in a library, which I never have been. I pick up a book.
They still have those? Oh.
Yes. I picked up a book, which I never have done.
Wow.
Started reading this book and never put it down.
Oh.
And it just opened up a whole new path for me, a spiritual path for me.
Wow.
What was it about the book that did that for you?
Yeah.
I was raised Roman Catholic.
Oh, wow.
And so this just opened up some unanswered questions. So for me, it just expanded my mind as far as what the possibilities are out there. And as I learned these different things, and I started watching The Secret, Abraham Hicks, Messages from Abraham, and Think and Grow Rich. I've always been big into motivational speakers like Anthony Robbins, Zig Ziglar, Earl Nightingale. What happens is I started hearing all these messages, and I wanted to do something with them. When you learn something new, you're really excited to tell someone.
Right.
But not everyone's ready to listen.
That's true.
So I just started putting them into songs.
Oh.
And so breaking all the rules that were meant to be broken. Best case scenario, reinvent your life. Mama said we can work it out. These are song titles, and it just started to evolve from that.
Right.
And you start going to places where those messages really can be used.
Okay, so that's kind of where it started happening. So you're saying, okay, these type of songs that you start the thinking, where can I play this type of music that people need it, and it's going to hit straight to the core.
When you're performing these songs in a bar, you're dealing with a lot of people that are there to just, have a good time. There's 27 television sets, and there's bartenders and the waitresses and stuff, and it's just, it's chaos.
Right.
You're just a fly on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
When you go into these other situations, like I know Dave and Kevin had mentioned the prison. The women's jail was probably one of the most amazing shows I've ever done.
Oh, wow.
Same thing with the men's prison. And there's a thing we do for emerging leaders, which are people that are on parole. They take this 8-week course. And when I go and do that course with them, and I teach a class, or at least I'm a presenter in the class,
right? You
have everyone's undivided attention. And it's amazing to see the reactions that you get, because they're listening to every word. They're sizing you up.
Right.
And when they're sizing you up, they're listening to what you have to say, and all of a sudden you're like, okay. And the music slips in and breaks down any walls or any barriers, which is amazing for me. I love it.
When you're playing at these venues, what is the intention that you go in with?
Right.
I think I just want to spread the message or plant the seed, I should say. Plant the seed. And some are going to take and some aren't.
Right.
And so I don't have any expectations. I just go in and go, I just want to get this song out there. And it might spark something within you. That's all.
And what is that seed that you plant? Is there a certain seed, or is it several different seeds?
Several different seeds. I would say self-empowerment, though. Okay. It's a strong one for me. And that you can create your reality, and that you can change your way of thinking and change your life and change what you're doing. You don't have to play the victim card. You are in control of your destiny.
So now, going and being a musician, doing the unbeaten path, why? Like I know the questions, but how was it when you actually get in there? Has there ever been any dark moments? Because do you make as much financial profit from this? Is it about a financial profit in this process? Is it just getting the word out? How does that work for you?
That's a good question. You've had a lot of good questions this whole show.
Thank you.
I was just saying earlier that when I was playing in Florida, I was a full-time musician.
Right.
And I was making a very good living at it. I was playing 275 shows a year.
Oh, wow.
And
I did that.
That's a lot of shows.
Yeah, and I did that for 10 years.
Oh, wow.
Coming out here, I haven't done as many shows, but I've been focusing more on my original material. Well, there I was playing more covers.
Oh.
Here, It's more of a spiritual fulfillment, and plus it's feeding my soul more. So when I can connect with people through my music, there's nothing like that. I've done shows like USO tours where I've been over in the Middle East, and when you have soldiers and stuff coming up to you, go, thank you for coming out here.
Oh wow,
that's what really connects. When you can connect with someone that you've written, that is it beats any monetary amount of money that you can make.
What does leadership mean to you? When you define yourself as a leader, what does that mean? How does that look for you, leadership?
I think that I have a strong vision. I think leadership is a strong vision, and finding other like-minded people that believe in that vision to move forward.
Okay. And then success. What is the level of success that you are wanting to reach? Have you reached that level of success? What is the ultimate goal of St. Tone?
I've reached a lot of goals that I've set out for myself throughout the years. I've always been very goal-oriented. As far as an ultimate goal, it's just to continue playing and making a living playing my original material. You know, being financially stable to continue to go forward and play shows for free at a prison.
Right.
Play shows for free at a rehabilitation center or a hospital or a nursing home or wherever. But really to inspire people to move forward and do whatever they want to do in life. That really moves me. I call myself a motivational musician.
That's good. That was my next question. Who are you really? And so a motivational musician, what does that mean when you are that? What's that classify?
But for me, that just is sort of to wake up the person inside of you to have that person move forward, you know, whatever that is. Whatever dream you're going for, to give you the strength to go forward to do it. You know, I think I run into people a lot that say, oh, wow, I wish I could play guitar. And I'm like, well, why don't you? Oh, you have to start when you're young. And I go, why? And I bring up Grandma Moses, who started painting at the age of 80.
Wow.
And she ended up in the Smithsonian Museum of Art. And she died at 103, but she painted 3,200 paintings.
Dang,
and that's a woman who started at 30. She started at 80.
Wow. That's incredible.
You know, and when you have someone like that, or the Colonel from Kentucky Fried Chicken, he started at the age of 67.
I know, right.
So those are people that should be an inspiration to anybody saying, well, I'm too old, I'm too young, I'm too this, I'm too that.
So go ahead.
Now you're human, and obviously as a human,
that's correct.
Blood
you are human.
And muscles. I can imagine though that just like most people, you still have fears and insecurities and stuff that come up. So when you are going towards a goal and a dream, how do you overcome those fears? Is there a formula? What do you do?
I think what I do is I usually go back and I'll listen to messages from Abraham. I'll go back to the book Conversations with God, or I'll go back to The Secret, or I'll talk to people like Janie or David that are within my circle, within my band, and I'll bring up a comment. A lot of times I get, you should listen to the song you wrote, and go back and listen to those words, because as a person who puts this out, I'm learning it just as much.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
And it's very hard to practice what you preach.
Yeah.
You could preach it all day. I can tell you as much things as you need to get motivated, but sometimes I need my own cheerleader.
Yeah, I can definitely
and get
dig
me
that.
back on course.
Yes, because I'm sure it can be kind of challenging being the leader and everybody. It kind of falls back on you. Now, how do you know? What do you look for when it comes down to your talent? Because again, you've had a lot of members over 25 years, or different people come in. I know we spoke to a lot of people that have recently just came in. What makes the click work for you? What is that clicking moment? What is it?
For me, having toured for a number of months at a time overseas, doing the USO tours, is talent is a given.
Right.
It's personality.
Right.
And you really need to get to know everybody. And I know David said this earlier, you're basically dating 5 or 6 people in the band.
Wow.
And if you don't click, 90% of the time when you're on tour, I would say 99% of the time when you're on tour, you're not performing. You're hanging out, you're eating dinner, you're hitting situations. And if everyone can't hang, well, then you have tension. And the last place you want tension is on tour when you're in the Middle East with no one but the 5 of you to rely on. So you need to find people that you can really get along with and hang with. And that can really go with the flow, because not everything's going to work out exactly as you planned, as we know in life.
Yes. Now, has this situation for you worked out better than you planned, or is it what you expected, or when you visioned taking this step of faith to do this, has it 25 years later given you what you expected, or has it given you more than you expected?
In some areas more,
Mm-hmm.
and in the spiritual fulfillment, and as the going forward, helping others out, I think it's been more.
Mm-hmm.
And then in other areas, I've always been one striving forward and not looking back.
Right.
And it's good and bad. It's good that I've always have another vision in front of me of what I want to achieve.
Mm-hmm.
It's bad in a sense of going, wow, look how far you've come. Like, look what you've done. You've done a lot more than you realize.
Right.
And I don't give myself that acknowledgement as much.
Right.
And I think every once in a while I need to pat myself on the back going,
Yeah.
regardless of where you are, you've done a lot.
You've done a lot.
And so I'm always looking forward, going, I want to do the next thing. I want to do the next thing. You're like, well, wait a minute. You've already done a lot more than that, more than a lot of the people that you know. So a lot of times I have to get that. I need friends to remind me of that. You know.
Now,
Okay.
when you first put Saint Tone together, did you think 25 years later this
Right.
is where you would be? I mean, this is a long time for a band. Speaking of giving yourself a pat on the back.
Right.
How do
Yeah.
you feel about that 25 years?
It's I don't know. It's very odd because I always thought I'd be somewhere different, but you always think that. You never know where and when you're gonna that next step is gonna take place.
Right.
And some of the things that we were able to achieve blow my mind still. And then there's other
Right.
thing I'm going, gee, I thought I would have already done that by now.
Right.
You know, I would have had this type of success already, but yet I have this other type of success,
Right.
which I didn't even expect.
Right.
I mean, the presidential inauguration, that's huge.
That was 256 phone calls from Janie. And that was, yes, I
the
will acknowledge her.
256 phone call, they said yes.
Yeah.
Right.
And let me just
Wow.
tell you, everybody told us, you're insane. You're crazy. He is the first black president in 200 years. There's no way you guys are going to play this. No. And I'm like, we're going to play it.
Persistence.
And
Wow.
it was persistent. I mean, we got phone calls from the manager of Earth, Wind & Fire saying, who are you? And how did you get this gig? We want it. And we're
Oh,
like,
wow.
No. He
Right.
goes, yeah, but I don't even know who you guys are.
Right.
I'm like, doesn't matter. We're Saint Tone.
Right.
We're doing this show.
We got a JD on the team too. I could definitely do that. So again, we're going to be having live performance coming in place.
Yes.
So one of the questions that I want to ask you really quick before we get straight into getting into that is, again, I asked one of the other band members, there's a law of legacy. What is the legacy that you want to leave from all the work that you've accomplished? That you, when people say Tony, Saint Tone, what should come to mind?
Persistence.
Clearly, he got
Persistence.
Janie on the team too, so
Right.
they definitely get some persistence going on.
Persistence. I can definitely do that. And what is it that you know for sure that you would pass back to any? Because I mean, there's a lot of lead singers and there's a lot of bands that go through. What would you pass back to someone, a new band, anyone coming to do some of the same, paths that you took? What would you say to them to make it a little easier?
Be true to yourself and don't try to chase the wave because the wave's already past you.
Wow.
Be yourself and create your own wave.
That's a good one. Don't try to chase the wave because it's already past you. I guess that makes a lot of sense when you look at it. I see like the wave like up there and you're like,
Yeah, you're like, wait, that's the hottest thing. I want to do that. You're like, no, that's
right,
gone.
definitely. So, okay, I just want to thank you really quick. How do we find you exactly, and how do we, before we go into the actual performance?
Sure. Facebook, it's Saint Tone. Twitter, it's Saint Tone. Website, www.sainttone. It's SAINTTONE.
Yes.
.com.
And that's how they can book also, and
Yes.
for engagements, events, and things of that nature as well.
Yes. Tony@sainttone.com.
Tony
email.
at sainttone.com.
And do we want to end really quick with what this, for certain? What do you know for certain?
Yeah.
That you can achieve anything that you want to in this life by putting your mind to it and just going forward with it, persistence, and just creating your reality.
Yes. Creating your reality.
Creating your reality.
And that persistence.
And that persistence. Thank you so much, Tony. We thank you so much for coming into the house with us, brother. And so we're going to be getting ourselves set up, everybody.
We're excited to hear the band,
Yes,
the
we're
Saint
getting-
Tone.
Yes. We're going to get ourselves set up, everyone,
Exclusive.
to be able to hear Saint Tone's exclusive. So we're going to be going to a quick little this song real fast, and then we're going to come straight back to you with the band Saint Tones.
No footprints in the sand, Only memories to hold on to. Remember I was your man, yeah, yeah. The one you would run to. Now I can't even see your face. A kiss would only make things harder. It's like you don't even know my name. Girl, I can't believe you would do this. How could you leave me when you said you need me? Now my heart's on the ground. Can't stand still, I'm going down, going down, going down, going down, going down, going down, going down. It's too late to turn back now. Can't retrack, bring back what was lost now.
Ooh ah, la la la. 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 Can't get you out of my head. Thinking about you while I'm lying in bed. Your fingertips are craving, got me misbehaving. And all I wanna do is scream your name out. I want your desire. I want your desire. I want your desire. I want your desire. Ooh ah, la la la. Ooh ah, la la la. Ooh ah, la la la. The way you touch my body makes me lose control. I feel your wet breath running down the back of my neck, and all I wanna do is scream your name out. I want your desire. I want your desire. I want your desire. I want your desire.
In the driving rain, with the lonely star that's always shown up to your flame. Look up, yeah, I know you're freely. Similar love, burning sun. Look up, yeah, I know you see it. Similar one, burning sun. Burning sun. She's a brand new day. It's just begun. Life is if your baby drowning in the mud. She's the common thread floating through the sky. When a man or woman. Hey, he's gonna hit me. I can't do that. No, I'm trying to get a sound check. Look up, yeah.
It's good music.
Once you enter this family,
Good music.
there's no getting out.
Yeah. Somebody gotta explain why we hustle. We hustle cause we helping us start the love era. Not now, but right now. Come on. Oh, many mafia with the funk in this beat. Fantasia. Bless them, baby.
Can't believe what I see on my TV. Seems like the world ain't what it used to be. Tears running down my face, still killing me. Yeah. Kids on the street hustling and thugging, no loving.
love, where is it at? Where did we miss all of the facts? President Bush threw us off track. Why are these streets flooded with crack? I'ma say what I want to, dawg. Who you gon' call once you fall? We gon' see G.O.D. I know him, he know me. I believe that Jesus died for me and my sin. Wash my hands in his blood, and then my soul was cleansed. What is real? Let me break it down. Realizing everything about love. Bring what's love. Teaching how to understand God. That's a thug. Bring me down. I'm too strong. We've been here way too long. Right when they say you wrong. Stay true to the day you gone. Any pedestal they place you on, better know that the race is won. Pray for better days. They gon' come. Thy kingdom will be done.
What's going down, everybody? What's happening? Okay, so what we're going to do without any further ado, we're going to bring you straight into the band. The band, St. Tones, is in the house. What's happening, everybody? How are ya? Oh, yeah, thank you for that. I appreciate you. Little teamwork up in here. I appreciate you. Okay, so really quick, tell us really fast, everybody. You're getting ready to sing us a song. What are we expecting, and where did this song get inspired from?
This song was a song called Burning Sun.
Okay.
And what I was looking for is some symbolism to find out to represent how what we all have in common.
Right.
Unique.
As opposed to what we don't have in common. So
Okay.
I chose the sun, the burning sun above us, and no matter where you go in the world, it's the same. So I use it as a symbol in this song to unite people.
Unite people. Okay, so without any further ado, the name of the song is what?
Burning Sun.
Burning Sun. So without any further ado, everybody, we have St. Tone and the Burning Sun.
Since the dawn of time, there's been one song who shines a brilliant light on each and every one. Through the hardest winters and the driving rain, this lonely star has always shown a brilliant flame. Look up, yeah, I know you feel it. Similar love,
Burning sun. Look up, yeah, I know you see it. Similar one. Burning sun. Burning sun.
she's a brand new day has just begun. When I first left you, baby, drowning in the mud. She's become a thread moving through the sky. When the men of war can't see eye to eye. Look up, yeah, I know you feel it. Similar love,
Burning sun.
look up,
Yeah, I know you see it.
similar one.
Burning sun. Burning sun.
Yeah, the moment's just begun. Feel the love of the world as one. Every soul shine as one.
Burning sun.
We got one life, we got one sun, we got one thing that connects us as one. Tell me what you really want. Can we change what's really wrong? Why do we need to turn to guns? These souls just burn the sun. No matter what you believe in, something we all need to use. We need to do. There's a few things we need to do. Someone separates us, devastates us. Wake up, who can save us? Possibly make it from all the one. We'll have to do all the madness. Are we all that different? Oh, too specific. As one, we can kick it, stop killing. Bullets put the souls in prison since the beginning is risen. Cause everybody needs somebody to be by their side. Everybody needs somebody, someone to love.
Burning sun.
Someone to trust.
A burning sun.
Yeah. East Coast, West Coast,
Burning sun.
America, South Africa,
Burning sun.
Iraq, Iran, China, Japan.
we need to turn the gun. 20 soldiers, a burning sun.
Come on.
Wake up. We can save us. Wake up. We can save us. Wake up. Are we all that different? Since the beginning is risen.
And that should be our mission.
Wow, 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 wow.
The crowd goes wild. Thank you very much.
Yes, for sure. That is Sanctone, Burning Sun. Wow. So, fellas, ladies, gentlemen, the band, we just want to thank you so much for coming on and gracing us with all of this amazing talent, and I look forward to seeing so much. Now, exactly where can we find the band's information, music? How do we find you from this point?
www.sainttone.com. That's SAINTTONE.com. You'll find the bio, videos, where we're playing, downloads, everything. It's right there.
All our Facebooks connect from there too, so you can find us on Facebook through the website.
Okay, and again, we just want to thank each and every single one of you to come. And what do we have looking forward to in the future right now for you guys?
We're actually in the middle of shooting a documentary.
Okay.
That we're real excited about, that we're going to be presenting to the OWN channel.
Oh, wow.
And it's us as we're performing and going around to these different events, doing these different charitable shows.
It's the power of musical healing.
Yes.
The power that music has to heal people.
Yes. And the power of music, I definitely agree. And again, we just thank you so much. Again, we thank you so much for coming into the house. And we look so forward to so much more, everybody. And again, what we can do is if you want to just play as we roll it out,
sure.
And then I'll go ahead and close it. I'll let you be the music. Ready?
There we go.
Great.
All right, let's do
Kevin?
it. Yes. All right, everybody. So again, we love you so very dearly. You know, I'm your main man, Mr. Brookshire. Of course, your main man, Mr. Brookshire. We love you so much. Remember, keep your head up. Make sure you keep your head up. Make sure that you remember where your mind goes, your body will follow. We love you so much, and until next time, we'll holla. It's Brookshire on Real Talk.